Here with my boy Manny.
Mr. 360, the only one.
You already know. And this is the You Be the Judge podcast, man. This is the first official episode. We came together last week and did a little test run, and we put that out. You can find that on YouTube, and the audio definitely is going to be on SoundCloud. I'll have links and everything like that available later on. Give you a little background about myself. My name is Malik, like I said before. I'm from Jersey, but I've been out here for about 3 years. Manny, my boy, been my boy since I came out here. And we have good conversations. Every time we talk, we chop it up. The content is great, man. So we decided to just put it out, come together and do this. So that's what we going to do, man. That's pretty much all I got about myself for right now. You got anything, you want to say? You want to give a little rundown?
Man, we just on the West Coast, Washington. I'm the local one with the local opinion. The elder statesman of the conversation. We're just going to rock it.
Hey, let's get it, man. Shit, how was your week, bro? Everything was good?
Chilling.
Word. Yeah, me too.
Enjoying this weather.
Word. Finally getting nice out. It definitely, it rains a lot here if you don't know. If you from here, then you know. If you don't, then you probably still know because people talk about that shit. But starting to get nice out. We definitely happy about that, man. I'm a little excited, bro. I just picked up a whip last night. Nothing crazy. I got me a little 01 Mercedes, man. Got to do some exterior work to it. It's a little beat up, but it was a pretty good deal. So that's pretty much the highlight of my week. But I am looking forward to tomorrow. I can say tomorrow may be a better day than yesterday. Because, yesterday getting a car and everything, that was pretty exciting. But tomorrow, LeBron is about to go up 1-0 on these bum-ass Celtics. I just wanted to say that real quick. Who you got in that series, man?
Well, for lack of better terms, you can't go against the king, especially when there's no Kyrie. No Gordon Hayward.
Word.
No experience. Nobody 6'8", 280. Been to the final 7 years in a row.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So you go with the Cavs there?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. So I just want to ask you a question here, hypothetically. If the Celtics somehow pull this off, because they are very deep. I don't think they can win. You know what I mean? I really don't. But if you look at them compared to the Indiana Pacers, you say, okay, well, they even with the injuries, they still really deep. Rozier has been playing out of his mind in this playoffs. You can say Tatum has been playing out of his mind in this playoffs. You can say you still have a superstar, Al Horford holding it down. And then just Marcus Smart play with a lot of energy and heart, and then Brad Stevens can draw up and maybe have a game plan. So hypothetically speaking, even though like I said, I'm rolling with the Cavs all day. Feel me? But if the Celtics somehow pull this off and beat him, do you think that this will hurt his legacy at all?
Yes.
You do believe so?
Yes.
And why would you say that?
Because for everything I stated and why I'm rolling with him.
Okay.
It has to hurt his legacy.
Because he didn't get it done. Because he is who he is.
Not only that, but I know we're going to talk about this. I don't want to jump ahead into the argument because I don't really know how you laid it out. But Kyrie Irving was on Cleveland last year.
Yep.
They went to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Celtics in the conference finals, right?
Yep.
Isaiah Thomas was on that team.
Yep.
They swapped teams. So
Yep.
you got a Kyrie on the Celtics this year.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah was on Cleveland
He was.
to start this year.
Yep.
So essentially, you should have had them playing against each other in this year's conference finals.
Yeah.
Neither one of them is in this year's conference finals.
I know.
So by just that comparison, they said, if LeBron is the greatest, then here's your time to show that it wasn't, you didn't need Kyrie.
Okay.
Kyrie needed you.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
And, you know, Kyrie's not there to go up against you to have that battle because he left because he wants to be the guy. So
I think when it comes to LeBron, you know, and this is just me. I'm a LeBron dude, man. I'm rolling with my boy, GOAT, greatest of all time. I'm gonna get there. That's not the argument, but I just want to put that out there every time I can. Best player to ever play. Anyway, when it comes to LeBron, I think that he is kind of changing the conversation of how we look at the greatest basketball player of all time. Like, because it used to be the ring conversation, but now as time has started going more and more, the case can be made for LeBron, and people are trying to take rings out of the conversation because for the longest, it was just Jordan got 6 rings, shut it down. But now you got LeBron come along, and you got people that say, wait, you can't make the ring comparison because then Bill Russell would be the greatest. And then that becomes the argument. Well, you can't say rings. It has to be something else. Now, that's why I wanted to ask this question is because I honestly feel as though, and I'm not trying to shit on his teammates, man. Like LeBron, like JR, that's a Jersey boy. You know what I mean? Tristan, like, Kevin Love he's nice. It's hard to play with LeBron and get everything going, but I think K Love.
Hold on. Is K Love an all-star?
I mean,
was he an all-star this year?
Yeah.
Was he an all-star last year?
Yeah, he's an all-star. He is an all-star. Kevin Love is an all-star.
How many Celtics are all-stars?
They got Al Horford right now. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that they're just deeper. They have a lot more weapons, people that you can depend on.
2 all-stars, a lot more whoever people.
Yeah, well, this all-star,
Kevin
Love has been putting up 2, 4, 5 points in these playoff games until late. Lately, he's been catching on fire and starting to really do things, but he hasn't really been doing shit for LeBron. Man.
The first series,
he wasn't there.
No player.
Yeah,
scored
over 20.
Points.
Yeah, no,
Scored 20 points.
Yeah.
Last series, multiple players did it.
I think it was Kyle Korver. I think JR did it once, and K Love. I think Kyle Korver did it. Yeah.
Multiple players did it.
Okay.
So role players. One series.
They gotta continue to do that. Though.
LeBron carried them. Yeah. He showed in the first series he can carry them.
But that's what I'm saying though. Even if they fuck around and lose though, he's still gonna from the performance that he put on so far, I think that he's good. I honestly think LeBron is good, man. I don't think he can do no wrong. If they lose, they lose, man. But I don't think they will. But I'm just saying I don't think that'll hurt his legacy. Okay. But that's just you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I think it will.
We gotta continue to watch, But I think, for example, if he fuck around and lose in the Eastern Conference Finals this year, then next year is back in the finals or whatever like that. I don't think that they'll be oh yeah, there's no way he's better than Jordan. You know what I mean? Okay. Now you brought up Kyrie though. You know what I'm saying that. This is his chance to show that he can do it without Kyrie.
Hold on. Because I don't want to just go there yet. I want to stay on LeBron real quick.
Okay. What's up?
Because again, you bring up this whole Jordan conversation of the GOAT.
Yeah.
LeBron ain't better than Kobe.
Boy, you tripping, man. What?
LeBron is not better than Kobe.
How not?
Okay.
For
one, we're gonna start this on. They shouldn't even compare Michael Jordan.
I'm a Laker fan, by the way. I just want to put that
to
out
LeBron
there.
James.
That
just shouldn't happen. For comparison terms, he should have always been compared to Kobe Bryant out the gate.
Okay.
First of all, they both came out of high school. You put them on the same level. Okay. Jordan didn't come out of high school, so you don't put him in that category.
Okay.
So you have them.
That's Jordan's fault.
How many years did it take Kobe to win his first ring? 2000.
Yeah. It was
4 years.
Yeah.
How many years did it take LeBron? 9.
Yeah.
How many years? How many rings did Kobe accumulate in his first 9 years?
Those 3. You feel me? 3 or 3. Those 3. They 3 people. Yeah.
He went to the finals 4 years in a row.
Word. Yeah.
Okay, so that right there is like in the discussion. What did you do?
He had Shaquille O'Neal, bro. Man, they had Derek Fisher. Come on, bro. They had a squad, man. Rick Fox, like yo, they was deep, yo.
Okay.
Like, Robert Horry, like
well, how many points did each one average?
Shaq was the Finals MVP. All three of those, all of those finals.
How many points did Kobe average?
They both, I think, like 20. It was like I think it might have been like 28. I don't know. You know, that's something I would have to look up. But
yeah.
Who
averaged more points in their finals win?
It was neck and neck.
It was neck and neck. No, I'm talking about.
Over LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh.
Put against a man on his own.
Come on, man. All right.
This is Kobe versus LeBron.
Okay.
This ain't help. This ain't who
but
you
that's what
right.
I'm saying.
This ain't the coach.
It's the team.
None of that.
It's the team.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the greatest player.
The greatest players.
No,
if I'm rolling,
the GOAT.
If I'm with you,
the GOAT.
You can't be a GOAT. If me and you play on teams, right, and me and you the best two people on the park, right, and we go play 2-on-2 and we bust everybody ass. I can't say I'm the best nigga on the court. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm playing with you. Like, obviously,
okay.
I'm gonna look like the best nigga. If I'm playing with a bum nigga, I probably would have lost a couple games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a fact.
So you're saying LeBron's played with bums?
Yes, he has.
Okay.
He has.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, he has played with some great players. Like, I'm not going to say that Dwayne Wade is not a great player. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that Chris Bosh is not a great player. But LeBron James did not get a chance to play with Dwayne Wade while he was Shaq dominant. You know what I mean? Like, Kobe Bryant got the luxury to play with Shaq while he was the Diesel Superman. He wasn't playing with, like, if anything, I would give Dwayne Wade more of the credit for winning with that Miami team and the Shaq then, because he was a little bit more depleted. You know what I mean?
Everybody does that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Dwayne Wade was the Finals MVP.
Yeah, of course. And then I think the year after that, like, what was it? Like it was like 1 year he got hurt and they won like 15 games. It was
okay, like you just brought him up. So before LeBron got his first ring, Kobe had 3.
Okay.
Dwayne Wade had 1, which came out of his draft class.
Yeah. Still don't mean nothing.
LeBron's not the GOAT.
Bro, they just put something up online I was looking at, and it was like, if you want to get to the Eastern Conference, if you want to get to the finals, you got to go through LeBron. And since 2007, since this man went to the finals, he has either gone to the finals or got eliminated in the Eastern Conference finals each year.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. That's insane.
No,
like, yo, bro, you can't give me nobody else with numbers like that who get to the game away from the finals every year. If not get there, they either gonna stall out in the first round or stall out in the second round. Or
Kobe
he did, bro. When Kobe was by himself, when Shaq left, and our starting lineup was we had Smush Parker, Kobe, Luke Walton. I think we might have even been starting Lamar Odom at this point. And we had Kwame Brown, we had Vladimir Radmanovic coming off the bench. We was ass, bro. We was losing in the first round of the playoffs like every year to the Suns, to the Spurs. Like, it was bad. Did
Kobe have an MVP season?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'm not sure. Actually,
how many MVPs Kobe got?
I don't know.
How many finals MVPs Kobe got?
2.
How many times Kobe been to the finals?
6, right?
I thought it was 7.
7? Oh yeah, 7. 7. Yeah, because that's the one where they lost with Shaq. I'm thinking about just the one that I was watching.
How many times LeBron been?
A lot. 8, about to be 9.
Okay, so Kobe went 7 times. Got 5 rings.
5, yep.
LeBron went 8 times. 1 more time than Kobe, but he only got 3 rings. Kobe's better.
I don't know. Can't say that.
How not?
You can't say that.
How not?
Because it does not matter.
Stats. Let's do the stats.
But it's just saying. Well, if we do the stats, then LeBron is going to win. LeBron was the first player to lead a final series in points, lead your team in points, assists, and rebounds.
Did
bro.
they win?
Do you understand that?
Did they win?
Nah, but
Okay.
that's stats though. That's stats we asked
You
though.
want stats? You want stats?
You talking about stats?
You-
we established the wins and losses, and you said stats. So those are stats. And
Okay.
LeBron got it. And playoff stuff, when it comes to scoring, when it comes to, I think stealing, he just passed Scottie Pippen for playoff steals, bro. Like, yo, his playoff stats.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if you want to go there, we could do the accolade thing.
Okay.
Like, how many times has he been first team all defense or first team all NBA or like, you know what I'm saying?
All NBA probably.
We gotta pull up the numbers.
He probably
on
on
what
NBA.
about all defense? Has he ever been defensive player of the year?
His defense was definitely.
Has he
better
ever
than-
been defensive player of the year? Let me look this up real quick because I think Kobe got that. I think Kobe got defensive player of the year.
What?
What do you mean what? I'm pretty sure Kobe Bryant was a defensive player of the year. May have just been all NBA.
Yeah, I'm like defensive player of the year. I'm like that was always.
I mean, you a fan. You should have some of these numbers. No, but he did it. All defensive first teams 9 times. All NBA first team 11 times.
That's a lot of information to just
Scoring
retain.
twice.
Man.
Finals MVP twice.
Yeah, finals MVP twice. Like I said, I can tell you that. I can tell you when we went there. I've been consciously watching the game of basketball probably since about 2006, 2000. Yeah, probably like 2005, 2006.
4-time All-Star MVP.
I can tell you our starting lineups. I can tell you our bench players.
I'm sure you could.
But
I can tell
that's
you.
a lot of stuff to numbers like that on demand is hard. But I don't think he won defensive player of the year, but it's okay.
But he's been a better defensive player.
Not than LeBron. Are you serious?
Yes, he has. How many times?
I don't know what games you're watching.
How many times LeBron been all defense?
Almost probably every year he played the game of basketball.
First, second, or third team?
Every year.
No.
How much you want to bet? I want to leave that up right now.
I need this. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how this is going to help or hurt your argument, but this is how you know I got him, because he just fishing for stuff now.
I'm not fishing.
He like, look up the defense, look up the stats, look up the.
Well, that's
because LeBron just winning everything. LeBron won the stats, so now you like, all right, defense.
No,
man.
that's
Let's
stats.
see. Let's see.
That's stats. If you
Right.
really look it up.
How many times did LeBron? Oh,
Like, I mean, if you just go number for number, it's kind of not fair.
defensive team. That's how you got to do it.
That's how you got to do it.
That's how you got to do it.
Well, then he's going to win the rebounds.
LeBron James, all right, 6 times.
6 times.
Yep.
That first, second, or third team.
6 times, and 5 all was the first team.
He's
5
only
was the
did it
first
6
team.
times.
Yep.
Kobe did it how many? 11?
12.
12?
And 9 first season.
9.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Double.
He still got time to play, though. He still got more time to play.
He can't catch him.
He don't got to catch him, but he still got more time to play.
He's not going to be all defense again. He ain't played defense this year.
That's because he's needed for more stuff.
How's
That's
he
what I'm saying. LeBron James can't just be like, yo, he got to do everything.
Kobe was all defensive and put up 81. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Kobe scored 60 his last game or something like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And how old was Kobe?
He put a,
You know what I'm saying? Didn't he put in 20 years or something?
Yeah, he put in 20 years. He put in how many shots did he take though?
But-
he
but-
was
but-
like 20 for
but-
50, 25 for 50.
How long do you give LeBron playing?
He got about. I think he has 5 more years, like 5 more years of like dominant play.
Dominant, so he got more than 5 years left.
I think he got. I think. Well, I don't. I think 5. Then I can't see him playing like just a role, like player, anything like that. I can't see that.
So he's gonna play 20 years, like Kobe.
Yeah, easily.
Do you think he'll catch Kobe in rings?
Defensive. In
He
ring?
can't. He's not. He's not.
Okay,
he
I'm like,
he got to go all
yeah,
defensive.
that's
Every
not
year.
an agenda of his. I gotta catch Kobe.
But he was never. That means he didn't play defense a whole lot of time.
Alright, that's what you think. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I think. That's what the NBA says.
Bro,
as a defensive player, he wasn't locking nobody down.
I don't know.
It's not subjective. No, it's not. No, it's not.
So that's what.
Kobe played both ways. Jordan played both ways. Like y'all try to
think
y'all
about
try
LeBron,
to
you
skew the
think
number.
about how did they just win? How did they just win the last finals? If I recur, he blocked Andre Iguodala's shot off the backboard, and then Kyrie got the shot. So that's defense. He the best chase down blocker in history. When you think of LeBron and when you think of the highlights, it's him. Get that shit out of here, man. Get that shit out of here. Throw that shit. How did they end Victor Oladipo? Pin to the backboard. 3-point. Good night. Thank you. Good night. I'll take my 5 offensive first team
but
NBA defensive.
Jordan got a highlight stealing the ball from Karl Malone.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool for Jordan. I don't care about that.
I think he went down, hit a game winner.
Yeah, that's cool. And so did LeBron. He just pinned somebody's shot and just hit a game winner. Good night. He just said, y'all don't got to go home.
That was the first round of the playoffs. That wasn't the finals.
He said, yo, I don't know who we are.
The first round of the
playoffs. But you got to get up out of here.
Your highlight is from the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jordan's is from the finals.
Okay. All right.
And it's okay. Come on, man.
Whatever. All right, man. Anyway,
let's go to this Kyrie.
Man. Yeah, I want, because we can talk about that all day. But speaking of finals, you know what I mean, and all that other shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
LeBron gonna have I ain't even going. Whatever. So we're gonna see if LeBron can get to the finals this year without Kyrie. That's what we was talking about before we got mixed up and everything. But you know, it's funny because the consensus is, I've seen the narrative being like, you know, Kyrie left Cleveland to be the man, and now both teams are in the Eastern Conference Finals with a position to make the finals, like, without him. So, you know, that poses the question you just, gotta ask, is Kyrie a superstar? You know, what do you think? Do you think that Kyrie Irving is a superstar?
No.
You don't think so?
No. He's just as good as Isaiah Thomas.
You about to make me upset, man. I'm trying to chill.
They got traded for each other. And they did exactly the same thing.
What? You said they are the same person, the same player, Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving?
Essentially.
Oh, man.
Brad Stevens' system is in the conference finals again, like last year.
So, you mean to tell me?
Minus Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
You don't even put Kyrie in the conversation minus Isaiah Thomas.
So,
add Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Add a rookie to the team, and they're in the conference finals. No Kyrie. The whole playoffs. Go back. What was Kyrie? Did Kyrie make the playoffs? How many times did Kyrie make the playoffs before LeBron James got there? None. Not one season? Not one. You're not a superstar.
How many did Isaiah Thomas before Brad Stevens, before he linked up with him?
He went from none to MVP votes.
Yeah, he was getting MVP votes.
Kyrie didn't get no MVP votes this season.
What? Well, this in the beginning of this season,
no,
people was talking about Kyrie because did you see how he was dancing out there? Boy, he was out there.
When they went on like a 15-game winning streak or whatever, that was it.
Yeah,
and then nothing else.
Yeah,
wow,
man.
You start the season good. Okay,
yo, he was cooking, man. And I'll tell you one thing, just like we was talking about it when LeBron hit the shot, who hit that game winner? To end the series, to bring Cleveland the championship. Who hit that?
Who hit that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're not talking about LeBron James.
He did hit it.
He did?
No.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving hit it.
He's not the GOAT.
Kyrie hit it.
He's not a superstar.
Kyrie hit it. Do you think that Isaiah Thomas would have hit that shot? No. Isaiah Thomas wouldn't hit that shot.
All he did was what Ray Allen did.
He wouldn't hit that shot.
All he did was what Ray Allen did. Who? Kyrie hit the same shot Ray Allen did.
No.
No?
No.
How not?
Because Kyrie's was off the dribble, step back in your face. Ray Allen got found in the corner and was like,
it doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? Kyrie was like, yo, I'm going to bring it to you.
It doesn't matter.
Nah, that's
game
my
on the line?
Yes. Big time.
Did the ball go in with time on the clock?
And he, I think it might have been.
Oh, see, yeah. So Ray was there wasn't no time on the clock for Ray Allen hit his
But
shot.
that sent it to overtime.
Yeah,
though. That didn't win the game. I mean, I'm not comparing Kyrie to Ray Allen. I don't think Kyrie got the best handles.
I'm comparing the shot.
Kyrie got but that's just one shot. I'm saying, Kyrie got the best handles of anybody to ever play the game of basketball, to ever pick up a basketball.
No.
Who got better handles than Kyrie? Have you?
Skip to Malou, Ray for Austin.
Ray for Austin?
Yes.
Sorry, no, he don't.
How don't
He don't. Just because he got the little N1 and all that background and coming, it don't matter.
Jamal Crawford.
Because his handles are even better than AI's.
Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford.
I haven't got to him yet. You went to the top dog.
Yeah, because those are the only two that you can compare. Jamal Crawford don't got it for Kyrie. Steph don't got it for Kyrie. Chris Paul don't got it for Kyrie. And then after that, it ain't nobody else I could compare. You know what I'm saying? They just
Allen Iverson is better than Kyrie, handle for handle. He rocked and re-rocked Michael Jordan his rookie season.
I mean,
his rookie season.
Allen Iverson is like the originator of the crossover. So
he's not the originator of the crossover.
No, I'm saying he like
Tim
Jordan.
Hardaway is the originator of the killer crossover.
But the flavor and
all that doesn't
and the attitude that AI put on
all
it.
that doesn't matter. All I'm saying,
if you want to give anybody the nod over Kyrie, it would be Allen Iverson. And for somebody who isn't a superstar in your book, that's a great.
I named two people that I think are better,
but
they're
not. They're not. It's just facts.
It's facts.
Yeah,
they are better.
No, they're not.
Yes,
they are not.
Yes.
But anyway,
yes. How long has Kyrie been in the league? I'm just saying, Jamal Crawford's been in the league a little longer than him.
Yeah,
so he may not have it right now, like Kyrie. But if you
go back to when he was
for year, yes,
no,
yes,
no.
And then look
Kyrie
at
Irving is making grown men look crazy.
Kyrie, has he ever been MVP candidate? What accolades?
No, he's never been.
He should come off the bench. He might be 6 years.
Whoa!
Because I'm just gonna say,
stop being so
because we was talking about the handles,
though.
But Jamal Crawford came out the bench and averaged you know what I'm saying?
Kyrie Irving should come off the bench?
He should come off the bench.
Oh my God, you being disrespectful.
All he can do is dribble. All he got is handles.
What?
ISO play. Come off the bench.
What?
Come off the bench.
What? Do you see the shots this man making, the way he gets to lead? He's one of the best around the cup finishers that we have.
That's all he does.
League.
That's all he does.
Hit a clutch three in your face. You know what I mean? And take your soul from me. And he's a competitor. And he's a good defender.
He's a poor man. No, he's not.
A good defender.
He's a poor man's Allen Iverson.
No, he's not.
Yes.
The poor man's Allen Iverson.
Yes.
He's the
poor man's Allen Iverson.
This generation's equivalent to Allen
No,
Iverson.
he's not.
That's what he is.
How can you?
That's what he is.
He didn't make the playoffs without LeBron
because he was on Cleveland.
Allen
he was on the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James is the only reason the Cleveland Cavaliers are relevant. If LeBron James was not born in Ohio, he would have had a much better basketball career in general. But that's what I'm just saying.
We're talking about Kyrie.
I know, but that's just what I'm saying. He played Cleveland fucking sucks. They suck.
But you trying to say he's equivalent. He never made the playoffs.
If Allen Iverson went to Cleveland, he would have had the same career. He wouldn't.
He would have went to the finals.
He might have went to the finals.
Just like he did.
Yeah, he
went to the playoffs.
Well, no, just because it's something in Cleveland.
He went to the playoffs.
Philly, that crowd got behind him.
He still consistently went to the playoffs.
That city wielded him and helped him out. I don't know if he would have been able to do it in Ohio.
He went to the
playoffs. Ohio would
have been consistently by himself.
Yeah, you're right.
So you can't put Kyrie Irving on that platform. You can't say they're equal.
Man, you can't. I'm just saying. Only thing I'm saying is that Kyrie Irving is 100% a superstar.
No, he's not.
He's going to win a ring.
He's
going to win a ring when he's healthy.
No, he's not.
What I'm saying? He's going to win a few before he retires.
No,
that's a fact.
No, he's not.
You know what I mean? What? The Celtics. Do you see this team right now?
When he comes back, yeah, he should come off the bench for this team right now.
When he comes back,
him and Gordon Hayward should come off the bench.
And when they start, And Terry Rozier and Jason Tatum come off the bench the way they supposed to come off the bench because these two guys are super. Kyrie Irving won MVP of the All-Star game before. How is he not a superstar? How is he not an All-Star?
The All-Star game. They don't play that.
Yeah, All-Star.
Man.
When he made it, if he wasn't a superstar, he wouldn't have been an All-Star.
You asked,
and then he won the MVP. So when you look at the people who's won the MVP of the All-Star game, have they not been all superstars? You look at Russell Westbrook, AD. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James.
Question for you.
Russell Westbrook.
Because you asked before this if LeBron James' legacy would be tarnished by him losing to this Boston team.
Okay. Yeah.
And you said it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But now you're making a case for Kyrie being a superstar.
Yeah.
If this Celtics team beats LeBron James, how is Kyrie a superstar?
They got a good team. They got a good team in place, and this is just like what you call it? This is just like when the Bulls made the Eastern Conference Finals without Michael Jordan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they was to fuck around and make it to the finals, like, that don't take away from Michael Jordan not being, quote unquote, a legacy, and they still made it to where they made it without him.
Hey, you know how the last 2 minutes they've been doing this after the game, like calls that should have been called?
Yeah, the 2-minute report shit.
Yeah, if the 2-minute report came out, the Bulls might have went to the finals without Jordan. Like, I haven't been one to press. I haven't been one to press the Jordan issue.
And he's a superstar.
I've pressed the Kobe issue, and
he's a superstar.
You just couldn't back it up.
But he's a superstar.
But that's all I'm saying is
he's a superstar.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing
with
Kyrie. If they was able to make the team,
no, it's not.
How?
Because he's not that dude.
Says you. I bet you if you ask anybody on Boston,
he didn't do it.
Ask anybody on Boston if they would rather have Kyrie Irving starting Game 1 tomorrow night, and I guarantee you they'll say, "Hell yes, we wish we had him."
No, he'd come off the bench.
No, it wouldn't come off the bench. Don't know why I want Kyrie to come off the bench, man. Why you being disrespectful? Guys, so disrespectful.
I know how to play basketball and run the team. I should be a coach.
Man. Anyway.
Or a GM.
Disrespectful.
Okay.
Anyway, we got a Western stuff going on too. We've been all up in the East. We got the Warriors and the Rockets too, man. Who do you think gonna win that one?
It's debatable.
You think it's up in the air?
I want the Rockets, but I mean, tried and true. You know what I'm saying? KD, like 4 All-Stars, like what you want? Ball movement.
I haven't
defense.
I don't trust James Harden yet. You know what I mean? I don't trust him yet. I can't go there. This is one thing we're gonna have to agree on. I think that the Warriors. I definitely think that they're gonna beat the Rockets. I think they're getting them up out of here.
Like I said, I want them to win, but to say they will, to actually like speak those words into existence, that's kind of hard.
What, that the Warriors gonna beat them?
That Houston gonna win.
I don't think Houston gonna win.
I mean,
I think the Warriors gonna get them up out of here. I don't believe in James Harden, man, and I think that Chris Paul may have exerted everything. Not saying that he's a competitor, so of course he like wants to get to the finals. But I think that the monkey on his back was Western Conference Finals. You know what I mean? And I think that he'll be happy with that. Like
let's have that conversation.
Yeah, I think that if they lose, I think that he'll be alright. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm saying as a competitor, of course, you want to make it to the finals. You think you got a team that can compete with the Warriors. Like, I get that, but I think that like at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, like he'll be content with getting to the Western Conference Finals at the end of the day.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
I think so.
No. Like they said, this is like last year.
Mm-hmm.
And KD going to the Warriors. Why you going? You know what I'm saying? They were 73-9. Like they were the best team ever.
Yeah.
They lost in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
KD comes, it's like Thanos or something.
You were.
You know, it's like I ain't seen the movie yet, but I've heard.
That's
it's
a
like,
very damn analogy. They definitely got the last stone when they got Kevin Durant.
So you know what I'm saying? Like Chris Paul was looking at it. Okay, this is what you need. Like y'all need a point guard, like an actual point guard. If I go here, because I can't do it. he had DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing. But he seen what James Harden was doing essentially by
To
himself.
be fair, though, not scorers. You know, even though Blake Griffin was learning, DeAndre Jordan wasn't really too much of a scorer.
Y'all need to be a scorer. He played defense. He got rebounds.
I know, but I'm saying there was a lot of onus on Chris Paul, and he was injured to a lot. Like, I don't think it was his fault.
I'm not saying it was his fault. That's
Yeah.
why I'm making a case that he's not going to be happy
Word.
losing in the Western just because he never been. He's no. It's finals or he ain't gonna be happy unless they get to the finals. Like, and that's another reason I want them to win. Because like I'm kind of rooting for Chris Paul type. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see him on